Oh,
Okay.
no. I'll tell you when.
Oh, okay.
All right, we are live on YouTube. It is my pleasure to welcome you and wish you a Shabbat Shalom. Adam is on the slide deck tonight. Thank you, Adam. All right. Whew. Okay, we are going to begin our Shabbat worship tonight with Hine Matov. Oh, before we begin, we are broadcasting tonight from the home of Mike and Barb Stern, and Mike is live on the piano tonight. So we are delighted to have live accompaniment. I'll be accompanying on just a few things tonight. Mike is our main accompaniment tonight. So we are delighted to have him back on the piano. All right, we're going to begin with Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manaim shevet kulanu b'yachad. Hine Matov u'manaim shevet kulanu b'yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. Ya la 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 la. Hine Matov. Ya la 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 la. Hine Matov u'manaim shevet kulanu b'yachad. Hine Matov u'manaim shevet kulanu b'yachad. We're going to continue with the lighting of our Shabbat candles. Is there a volunteer to bless the candles, either in your home or using the candles that will magically appear on the next slide?
I will.
Thank you, Lacey.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you, Lacey. We offer our thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. We continue with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, yishmi'anu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'litchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mikor ha'bracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh machshava tchila. Lecha Boy, have I missed that. The Hasidic master, Yehuda Aryeh Leib of Gur, remarked that it is only on Shabbat that we can truly experience God's presence. An artist has to step back from the canvas in order to see if the brushwork captures the artistic conception that inspired it. Sometimes we get so involved with the work that we do that we can no longer see what it is that we have done. On Shabbat, we have the opportunity to step back from what we have been preoccupied with in daily life, see what we do in a new perspective, and recover the inner truths that inspire us and that should animate our going out to the world again. We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkatav yitkadash meraba be'amad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chai yechonu yom echon u'chayetecha beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imiru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach le'alam le'amei amaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesh abrichu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yama v'imiru amen. We continue with the Baruch Hu, our call to the worship. Adonai, Amevorach, Baruch, Adonai, Amevorach, Amevorach, Leolam Va'ed, Amevorach, Amevorach, Leolam Va'ed. Who would like to share this reading?
I'll be happy to read it.
Thank you, Sue.
This is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it, we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim.
Thank you, Sue. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam, Leolam Ba'ed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Would somebody like to read this reading responsively with me?
Sure, I'll do it.
Great, thank you. You have been the help of our ancestors from days of old, a shield and a redeemer to their children in every generation.
Though you abide in the heights of the universe, your laws of righteousness reach to the ends of the earth.
Happy is the person who obeys your commandments, who takes to heart the words of your Torah.
Truly, you are the Lord of your people and a mighty sovereign to champion their cause.
You are the first and you are the last. Besides you, we have no sovereign or redeemer.
From Egypt, you redeemed us, O Lord our God. From the house of bondage, you delivered us.
Next slide.
That is the next slide.
Oh, you revealed your saving power at the sea when the children of Israel passed through in safety.
Tyranny was defeated, enslavement was ended. The dawn of freedom had come at last.
Therefore, they praised and extolled you. They offered you prayers of fervent thanksgiving.
They acclaimed you as the ever-living God, great and revered, exalted in majesty.
You humble the haughty and raise up the lowly. You free the captives and redeem the weak.
You help those in need and answer your people when they cry out to you.
Thank you, Lori. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehtar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osei feleh, nora tehilot osei feleh. Malchutecha ra'u v'necha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe Miriam ze'eli anu v'yameru Adonai imloch Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. V'ne'emar ki vada Adonai et Yaakov, ugealo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch ata Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. We continue with V'shamru. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berid olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berid olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berid olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et haaretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berid olam. Uvayom hashvi'i, uvayom hashvi'i, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berid olam. That's it. That's it. Let us stop the wheels of every day to be aware of Shabbat. Find the stillness of the sanctuary which the soul cherished. Renew the covenant of an ancient people. We need a quiet space to test the balance of our days, the weight of our own deeds against the heaviness of the world's demands. The balance is precarious. steady us with faith. Quiet places and stillness where we will hear our own best impulses speak. Quiet places and stillness from which we will reach out to each other. We will find strength in silence, and with this strength, we will turn again to your service. We continue with the tefillah. Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Bimotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava. Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia, Morid hatal. Mechakel chayim bechesed, mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofei cholim, umatir asurim, umaknayim emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umidom Umekayem emunato lishenei afar. I lost my place. V'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. I am so sorry, I was focusing so much on the piano.
Which wasn't supported.
I totally lost my place. Would somebody like to read this prayer?
I can do it.
Thank you, Sandra. Oh, you're muted. Let's unmute you.
I'm
There we
sorry.
go.
Okay.
Now you're unmuted.
Okay. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Thank you, Sandra. Would somebody like to read this prayer?
I'd be happy to do it.
Thank you, Richard.
When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov simcha, ulcha ne'eh lahodot.
Thank you, Richard.
Or na'eh lahodot.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. We take a few moments of silent reflection and prayer, accompanied live by Mike. Ose shalom bimramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Ose shalom bimramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru amen. It's time for some blessings. I know we have a birthday blessing tonight.
Well, Christy's here and it's her birthday too.
Ah, awesome.
Hold on, I'm gonna start my video up again.
Oh, I have to come in close enough. Hi.
Hi, Christy. It is also Wendy's birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to spotlight Wendy. I'm going to look for. Where's
Wendy,
Christy?
can you show Christy that too?
What?
The shirt? It's her birthday too.
Oh, cool. See, the great thing about my birthday is I was actually also born on Father's Day. So I'm truly daddy's girl.
Awesome. All right. So, oops. Well, we lost Christy because of your background. All right. Here we go. God of day and years, author of life, our times are in your hand. We thank you for the blessing of life and for all that enriches our lives. We gather tonight in special thankfulness to share in birthday joy of both Christy and Wendy. May they be blessed with health and happiness and with the strength to overcome sickness and sorrow. And may we have the privilege of coming together for many, many more years to celebrate their birthdays together with family, loved ones, and this holy congregation. As together we say, Amen. And we join together in our special blessing that we say when we reach special times of joy. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehachayanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of all, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this season. Happy birthday, Yom Huledet Sameach.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, you're welcome. And our thoughts, of course, now turn to those who are in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit, those in our community and those close to our community. Marcy Berman, Marty Boyle, Carol Castro, Isaac Cohen, Sarah Cohen, Susan Cooley, Kay Cosby, Bruce Dalby, Carolyn Dowland, Stuart Dowland, Don Elmore, Steve Feynman, Bernice Fischel, Justin Folk, Barbara Frisbee, Matt Kiefer, Jana Lesser, Linda McGee, Olivia Martinez, Dennis Martin, Mike McNerney, Tom Moore, Marge Muldoon, Charles Patrick, Patty Radel, John Robertson, Diana Samuels, Bruce Schlossberg, Barbara Schmidt, Shimshon ben Avraham V'Sarah, April Singer, April Thomason, Cliff Van Cora, Emilio Vasquez, Susan Weber, Marcia Goran Wesser, Kay Williams, Yona Neri ben Avraham V'Sarah. Are there others for whom we are praying for healing this Shabbat?
Morris Warren, Manuel Tijerina, Kevin Ward, and Sandra Wadich.
Thank you.
Yona McNish, and Noni Kennel.
Thank you.
Amanda Carr,
Thank you.
Millicent Dillon,
Thank you.
Jacob Blake, David Fishelman, Wendy Mayer.
Thank you. For those whom we have named and for those we name in our hearts, we say, Misha Berach Avotenu v'Imotenu Abraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivarech et HaCholim Shalanu. Hakadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachamim Aleihem Lahachalimam Ularabotam Ulahachazikam V'Yishlach Lahem Mehera Refuah Shleima Min Hashamayim Refuat HaNefesh Urefuat HaGuf Hashta Be'agala V'Zman Kariv V'Nomar Amen. And we continue with the Misha Berach that we sing. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. This week's Torah portion, Baha'alotecha, is jam-packed with juicy and commentary-worthy material. First, God commands Moses regarding how Aaron is to kindle the lights of the menorah for the tent of meeting, and the Levites are appointed as assistants to the Kohanim, the priests. Then, those who are unable to celebrate Passover during its regular time in Nisan are given a makeup opportunity, a mulligan, essentially. A Pesach Sheni during the month of Sivan. Next up, a cloud by day and fire by night shows God's presence over the tabernacle. When the cloud settles, the Israelites encamp. When it lifts from the tabernacle, they continue on their journey. And what would a Torah portion be without the Israelites kvetching? This time, they complain about the lack of meat, and Moses is at his wit's end. God tells them to appoint a council of elders. God then provides the people with quail, and when they devour it with gluttonous insatiability, God strikes them with a severe plague. Which brings us to the final section of the parashah. While encamped at Chatzerot, an unexpected family quarrel breaks out among the children of Amram. Two of them, Miriam and Aaron, denounce the third, Moses, of course, because, quote, because of the Cushite woman he had married, end quote. As if to emphasize their objection, the Torah repeats, he married a Cushite woman. Exactly what is going on here has been the subject of much debate over the centuries. One explanation is that the marriage being criticized is Moses's marriage to Tzipporah, since one of the tribes in Zipporah's native land of Midian was called Cushan. Another explanation is that Miriam and Aaron are faulting Moses for leaving Zipporah behind and taking a replacement wife. In this reading, the Cushite woman would have been a dark-skinned woman from Nubia, another word from modern-day Ethiopia. Either way, Miriam and Aaron seem to be finding fault with the Cushiness, for lack of a better word, of Moses's wife. Whether this had to do with her being a non-Israelite, dark-skinned, beautiful, a quality some associated with dark-skinned, or a combination of these attributes, the Torah does not indicate. What is clear, however, is that they are bothered by her being something other than the norm. Like most of us, they are guilty of bias. That Miriam is punished for this is a reminder of the dangers not only of slander and gossip, but also of using identity to marginalize and disparage others. What a timely message this is, as it comes in the middle of Pride Month. I'm continually astounded and dismayed by the assault on LGBT rights, and especially on those affecting children and teenagers in our state. You'll hear more about that next week from our guest speaker, Rachel Gray Castro, who is a member of our congregation, by the way. But I want to say loud and clear, for anyone who needs a safe place, whether you or someone you know and love is out to your family and friends or not, my home and my heart are always open to you. I'm proud to be the rabbi of a congregation that welcomes and embraces all people, and I hope you are proud to be a member of this congregation as well. But my friends, in today's world, that's not enough. In today's world, we have to become active allies. There are many ways to do this. Some are easier than others. Some take more effort. Here are just a few ideas. Tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, come and meet Lacey and me at the Riverwalk behind the San Antonio Museum of Art to watch the first ever Riverwalk Pride Parade. Your presence will show solidarity and allyship. Attend the session we've planned with Keshet. Keshet is a national organization that works to forward LGBT rights and to fight anti-LGBTQ legislation around the country. And it's an amazing, they do amazing work. It's just an incredible organization. And we've partnered with them to present the session on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. The registration link was in Tuesday's email, and it was in this morning's email. Come to that session and learn about the legislation that's pending and what you can do about it. Click on the if you read my Shabbat message today, you learned a little bit about pronouns. Click on the 3 dots on the upper right of your box and add your pronouns next to your name. Write to your elected officials telling them you support life-saving, gender-affirming treatment for children and teens. This is just a start. If you come to the session on Wednesday evening, you'll hear even more from the experts at Keshet. They know far more than I do. I cannot tell you how many times I read the Al-Chet, the alphabet of sins, in the High Holy Day Machzor, and year after year after year had to look up xenophobia in the dictionary. Then the movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, came out. From that point on, I only had to picture Gus, played by the incomparable Michael Constantine, wailing, Atseno, she's marrying Atseno. And I never had to look it up again. But here's the real takeaway from that movie. Gus likes to show how every word is originally derived from Greek, or so he says. At his daughter's wedding, he talks about their names. Their last name, his and his daughter's, is Portocalis, meaning orange. Her new husband's name, Miller, means apple. Even though they're different, he says, in the end, they're the same. And so are we. Shabbat Shalom. David.
Thank you, Lisa. Can't make it to the march, but I will be at the Wednesday evening.
Right.
Already registered. To review Sunday, okay, Saturday, this tomorrow night, the 18th, Riverwalk, behind the San Antonio Museum of Art, if I read correctly. Okay. Wednesday, the 22nd, 7 p.m. Okay, a couple of other things and jump around a little bit. Want to welcome you all. Nice to see everybody. Lisa, great service. Mike, love the live music. As we say, the piano is grand. Adam, keep them sliding. Doing great. We got a couple of other things that are coming up schedule-wise. And I wrote these down in the order that I saw them on the computer. So here we go. Okay. Sunday, June 26th, 1 p.m. We'll be having our annual congregation meeting. It will be in the House of Zoom. Please make it. Please try to make it. We got a budget to review. We've got some plans for next year. New officer to install. We'll try to keep the meeting moving and keep it interesting for everybody. Also on Tuesday, June 28th, 7 to 9 p.m. in the evening, there's going to be a seminar on anti-Semitism. It's jointly sponsored, as I understand, by ADL, Hillel, the Holocaust Museum, and Southwest Texas Fusion Center. We'll have the chair of the Southwest ADL, and there will be a representative from San Antonio PD representing the Fusion Center. So it would be worth your time to keep track of what's going on in the community. And on that note, I think it's back to you, Lisa. That's about all I got.
All right. We're going to continue with the concluding portion of our service, beginning with Aleinu L'Shabeach. Aleinu L'Shabeach La'adon HaKol, La'teit Gedula Le'otzeh Breshit, Shehu Noteh Shamayim V'yoseh Aretz, Umoshav Yikaro Bashamayim Mima'al, Ushchinatu Zo B'govhei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Ein Od, Va'anachnu Kor'im U'mishtachavim U'modim Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for blessing. Are there any yurt sites this week? We remember 10 people who perished in the Holocaust: Rosalia Buschhoff, Judith Cordozo, Flora Carols, Chaya Brochen, Anna Cordozo, Emma Josephine Citon, Gritya Brookman, Eva Campignon, Rebecca Cordozo, and Jantia Cohen. We'll continue. Is anybody else remembering anybody for Kaddish?
Tammy Gorodetzer, Ida Rose Luntz, Shirley Power, and the 3 parishioners from the church in Alabama.
Thank you. The memories are an abiding blessing as we turn to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'amei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shemeda kudsha, brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the one who makes peace on high help us to make peace here on earth and send peace to all who are bereaved, as we say, amen. We are going to conclude with Ma Yafeh Hayom, how lovely is today, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat thank you so much to Mike. What a joy it is to have our piano music back. Who would like to lead us in Kiddush tonight? Maury?
The unmute button, there we go.
There we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadsho b'yahava u'bratzon hinchilanu zikaron lemase b'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kadshecha v'yahava u'vratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabbat. Amen.
L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lachem min haaretz b'te'avon. Take off the